Hi guys, welcome to our backyard. We're having a beautiful morning here. We thought we'd just share with you a little bit about our new community. We are living in Sun City, Las Vegas.
It's an old people's place.
And there was a little bit of apprehension about moving into a retirement community or adult community. I don't know for sure what you want to call it. And it was making us both feel a little old, but I gotta tell you, I'm loving it.
Me too. It's great. It's quiet. It's peaceful.
Quiet.
You can go for walks. You can walk your dogs.
Although there was a guy walking in his robe the other day, which is a little concerning.
Okay, that happens sometimes, but you know what? It's a really neat, quiet place. We really like it, and dark. There's not a lot of light pollution here.
Yeah, that's true. Where we lived before was right next to a really busy road, and we were always fighting the ambulances, as you guys all well know if you watched our videos. But yesterday was really cool because they had a drive-through flu shot clinic, which he had already got his at work, but I hadn't got mine yet. It was great.
Yeah, you just stayed in your car, right? And they just got you, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
It was cool, and you know what? They also have a voting situation set up where by your last name or whatever, you can go vote. There's several different areas within here that will let you go vote. There are clubs. Oh my gosh, there's so many clubs. There's an RV club.
There's a bridge club. There's spades club. There's all kinds of car clubs. They're kind of dormant right now because of COVID, but they're out there and they're available. What we don't have, which I kind of am already missing, is we don't have our RV right outside our door. We had to put Beauty into storage.
Which, watch the video. You can see us hooking up and setting that up on.
Yeah, I think that's last week's video. And the video before that, we put a solar panel trickle charger on it to keep our battery healthy. So anyway, we've got it all squared away.
We did have a 50 amp outlet hooked up into the garage so that the night before we're going to go somewhere, we can bring the RV over here, plug in, and get hooked up before we leave town.
Or I'll be able to operate my welder.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a welder, but anyway, it's there if you need it.
This is how he works on me. Slowly but surely. Keeps dropping low in. But that one's flammable.
You know what? It's gotta tell you, we are very happy to be here, as you can tell. And today, Donna is gonna share her banana nut bread recipe with you on today's video. So we hope you enjoy that, right?
Yep, super easy. That like a new view of the kitchen, my new kitchen, which I'm loving. And
the recipe is down below.
Yeah.
And if I remember to put it on here. And hey, give us a like, give us a share, and subscribe. We need subscribers. We love subscribers. To all of you who have subscribed, we thank you immensely. And we are hoping to plan a trip soon and get some I wouldn't call it higher quality, but maybe more interesting for some of us video for you of us going on trips and having fun.
Yeah, we've just been moving a lot, so it's been hard to get out there. But hopefully not next weekend, maybe the weekend after.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars.
Hey everybody, welcome to my kitchen. Today, I thought I'd make some banana bread because my bananas are super ripe. And this is exactly what you want when it's time to make banana bread. I'm using 3 bananas in this recipe, and that'll make 2 nice sized loaves of bread. And I'm gonna take these other 2 bananas and I'm gonna put them in the freezer just like this. And they're gonna turn all black and yucky, but you know what? They're gonna be just perfect for the next banana thing that I wanna make. So what you do is peel your bananas, and they look yucky, and I just put mine on a plate and I mash them up. I kind of like my bananas to be a little rustic, like I don't mind if there's a few little banana chunks in my banana bread. I think that makes it better. If you need to mash your bananas ahead of time, you can always add a little lemon juice to them, and that'll keep them from turning too brown until time to put in the recipe. But we're gonna get these in right away today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and mash these with my fork, just like that. They smell good. All right, so we've got our bananas mixed up. What I've got here is 1 stick of softened butter, and if I didn't plan ahead, I just stick my whole stick of butter in the microwave for about 15 seconds, and that makes it just perfect. Okay, to that we're gonna add 2 cups of plain white sugar. All right, to that we're going to cream those together. To our sugar and butter, we're gonna add 1 cup of milk, pour it in, and 2 eggs. And I just cracked them and put them in the bowl. I didn't mix them up or anything. All right, so there's our eggs. And just mix that together. This recipe comes together really quick, you guys. It's like super easy. Teaspoon of vanilla. Use the good stuff. Alright, now we're gonna do our dry ingredients. I'm gonna get that going really good without flattering myself for the camera. Now we're gonna add our 3 cups of flour. And you just wanna lightly measure your flour into the measuring cup, and then take a knife, smooth off the top, because you don't want to pack your flour or that'll mess up your measurements. This is 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and we got 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm gonna just add a dash of cinnamon. It's certainly optional. You don't have to put it in your bread if you don't like it, but I kind of like it that way. All right, and then we're just gonna start slow so we don't throw flour everywhere. There we go. Okay, I've got my mashed bananas, and I've got about a cup and a half of chopped walnuts. I keep my nuts in the freezer, and I like to buy the whole shelled walnuts, and then I put them in a sandwich bag, pound them with a hammer. I like a really rough chop on them, and by keeping them in the freezer, it keeps them from going bad. They're always ready when you are. All right, so we've got that all mixed up. It looks great. Now we're just gonna put in our banana. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I'm very excited because I'm using the steam bake option on my new oven. So I'm anxious to see how that comes out. Now we're gonna put in our nuts. So our bread is all mixed up. It looks really good. Smells yummy. And I'm just gonna take the beater out. Yeah, that looks great, you guys. Oh, it smells so good. I love banana bread, especially in the morning. Like, it seems to me like it's like the best breakfast food ever. Slather it with a little butter. Yummy. It's about that time of year when the weather starts getting a little cool. It's not really cool here. That I love to start thinking about baking and stuff. So I'm really loving my new kitchen. I like the layout of it. It seems to be real easy to maneuver around. I think it's gonna work out really well. All right, so I don't know if you guys have one of these stand mixers. You kind of have to get all the way to the bottom. I've got one of those flex edge beaters, but it's still, you always want to just make sure you've got all your flour up from the bottom. I've got 2 regular size loaf pans, and I've just sprayed them generously with Pam. Kind of depends on what you're making, whether or not you need to flour them or not, but these are gonna come out just fine without the flour. So I'm gonna divide this dough in half, and we're gonna put half in each one of these pans. Now, like I said, I've got the oven set at 350, and these are gonna go for about an hour or until they're not gooey in the middle anymore. And you can do the the toothpick test on this if you want to. It stays a little bit more moist than that, but generally speaking, that'll give you a pretty good read on whether or not it's done or not. All right, guys, that looks great. Okay, guys, so we're just gonna spread this out a little bit in the pan. Just take it all to the corners, just like that. Don't want to waste any of this. Get it down in there. Yummy. Okay, guys, our banana bread is out of the oven, and oh my gosh, it smells amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna let it cool about 10 minutes, and then we're going to out-turn them from the pans, and then we'll cut into them and add some butter. See you in a minute. So our banana bread is out of the oven, and it's ooey gooey. It smells lovely. I can't wait to get a bite. Oh, it's wonderful, you guys. It's super easy. You guys have to try this. See y'all soon. So that was our banana bread. It's super
Amazing.
easy.
It was amazing.
I hope you guys make it. It's really easy, and now that we're getting into fall, you know, those fall flavors are always a big hit. So please give it a try.
I know we look like we are sitting exactly where we were at the beginning of this video, and we are. So I just want to say, and I think you'll join me, we'll see you
Next week.
K-Star